Big changes are coming that will affect how you think, talk, and see things. On May 10th, Mercury moves into Taurus. Mercury controls your thoughts and words. When this happens, your mind will change. This isn't just a normal planet move. It's a big shift in your mental energy. You'll go from quick, jumpy thinking to something different. Most people won't know what's happening. They'll feel their thoughts get slower and more serious. Decisions that were easy will need more thought. If you've felt strange body sensations lately, like being more sensitive to sounds or tastes, pay attention. There's a reason for this, and it will be explained later. But first, understand what's happening on May 10th at 8:15 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Mercury moving into Taurus is part of a bigger astrological event that will change your inner self. The universe is setting up something important. Mercury doesn't affect how you talk to others, it changes how you talk to yourself, how you understand things, and how you see reality. When it goes from energetic Aries to grounded Taurus, your whole way of thinking will change, ready or not. This is planned by the universe, and you're about to experience a change that most won't even notice until it's done. Your mind will slow down. Have you noticed your mind racing lately? Thoughts jumping around. That's Mercury in Aries, fast, always moving. But on May 10th, things change. When Mercury enters Taurus, your mind doesn't just slow down. It changes how it works. Imagine a fast car suddenly going very slow. It might feel strange. Your fast thoughts will feel like they're moving through thick liquid, slowly and with weight. At first, this might feel annoying. You might miss your quick thinking. Ideas might take longer to come, and decisions might need more thought. This is Mercury in Taurus changing your thinking. But this slowdown isn't bad. It's an upgrade. Your thoughts will go deeper, becoming more real. You lose speed but gain strength. Words mean more, ideas have more substance. You'll think about what's real, not just what could be. Your mind is being changed to value quality over speed, depth over quickness, and real stuff over show. This might feel weird at first, but once you get used to it, you'll have a mental clarity you didn't have before. Your senses will become stronger. Remember the strange body feelings. Here's why. When Mercury enters Taurus, your senses change. Taurus is about pleasure and the physical world. Mercury is about how you see things. When Mercury moves into this sensual sign, your senses wake up. Colors might look brighter, sounds clearer, touch more intense. And even tastes and smells will be stronger. It's like turning up the volume on your senses. Everything will feel more real and present. Your body is becoming more aware of the world around you. That morning coffee, you'll taste new things. That song you know well, you'll hear new instruments. Even simple things like holding a book or feeling sunlight will feel more important. This might feel overwhelming at first, too much stimulation. Your body is getting used to a new level of feeling, focused on quality over intensity. But this isn't random. It's making you more aware of your body and less in your head. The world isn't just something you think about, it's something you feel. And this feeling brings wisdom that most people miss. Old thoughts will come back for you to look at again. When Mercury enters Taurus, it doesn't just change how you'll think. It makes you rethink everything you thought you knew. Your mind will sort through old ideas and beliefs, checking if they're strong. Thoughts you haven't had in a long time will pop up. That old idea you gave up on, it's back. That decision you made without all the info, time to look at again. That belief you never questioned, see if it's solid. This isn't just remembering things. It's Mercury in Taurus cleaning out your mind, getting rid of weak or useless thoughts. It's like your mind is tidying up, asking about each thought. Is this clear? Is it strong? Is it worth keeping? For some, this feels good, finally letting go of old, bad thought patterns. For others, it might feel strange, realizing some of their important ideas might not be so strong. Either way, you can't ignore this. The thoughts coming back are the ones you need to think about again, the ones that need to be rebuilt on stronger ground. This might be uncomfortable, but it's making space for something better to mind based on truth. This mental cleaning isn't just about getting rid of old thoughts. It's about making room for new, strong ideas that will help you in the future. Because when Mercury enters Taurus, weak ideas won't last. How you talk will become more careful. Words won't just come out without thought. Each word will have more weight and meaning. Mercury in Taurus changes not just what you say, but how you say it. You'll talk slower, choose words more carefully, making sure what you say is important. Small talk will feel pointless. Empty promises will feel wrong. Your talking will be less about just filling space and more about saying something real. People might react to you differently. Before, they might have just listened to your quick ideas. Now, they'll pay closer attention. Your words will have more power and impact, not because you're trying to impress, but because you're speaking from a place of substance. In texts, emails, even casual talks, you'll think before you send or speak, not because you're worried, but because you respect the power of words. You won't just want to be understood somewhat. You'll want to be understood exactly. But here's something important. This isn't just about talking to others, it's about how you talk to yourself. That inner voice is changing too, becoming more supportive, practical, and focused on what's real. That harsh inner critic might sound more like a helpful mentor. This change in communication is important. It's not about talking less. It's about saying more with fewer words. It's not about being perfect, it's about being real. In a noisy world, Mercury in Taurus makes your voice have something raring substance. Unexpectedly, you'll have clearer financial thoughts. When Mercury enters Taurus, your relationship with money changes. Taurus is about stability and things you own, especially money. As Mercury moves through this sign, how you see money will change. Suddenly, money habits you didn't notice will become obvious. That subscription you never use, you'll see it. That habit of buying things when you're sad, you'll see it clearly. That chance to save or invest that you've been ignoring, it will become clear. This isn't about loving money too much, it's about being realistic. Mercury in Taurus clears up money confusion, replacing worries with clear, practical ideas. Instead of just worrying about money, you'll start seeing specific things you can do. For some, this will be a relief, finally understanding what to do instead of just feeling anxious. For others, it will be a wake-up call, realizing some money habits aren't good. Either way, things will become clearer. What makes this time special is that the ideas are practical. They're not just dreams. They're real things you can do now. Your mind will naturally focus on building long-term money security, not just trying to get rich quick, even if you're not usually good with money. This time will help you understand what things are worth and how to build lasting security. The question will change from, how can I get more, to, how can I build something that lasts? And that change in thinking can really change your financial situation. Your friendships will naturally change. When Mercury enters Taurus, it doesn't just change how you think and talk. It changes who you want to think and talk with. Your social choices will subtly but deeply shift as you naturally want deeper, more meaningful connections instead of many shallow ones. People who seemed interesting because they were exciting or always doing new things might suddenly feel tiring. Conversations that go nowhere, relationships that are just on the surface, connections based on convenience instead of shared values, all of these will feel more empty. Instead, you'll want real, honest connections with people who mean what they say and say what they mean, and conversations that might be slower but go much deeper. You won't be interested in just having lots of friends. You'll want real connections, even if it means having fewer friends. This isn't about being lonely. It's about being more selective with your time and energy. Small talk will feel like a burden, while meaningful talks will feel good. You might unexpectedly reconnect with old friends who were always genuine. Or you might appreciate the quieter, more stable people in your life who never needed attention but were always truly present. This change isn't random. It's your social world reorganizing itself around what really matters, not just what's entertaining. And as your connections become fewer but deeper, you'll feel more truly seen and understood by the people around you. Strong energy will bring both strength and problems. Here's the tricky part about Mercury and Taurus that many won't tell you: stubbornness. As your thinking becomes more grounded, it also becomes more fixed. Ideas take root more deeply and opinions become stronger. Your mind, which might have been flexible in Aries, will now stand its ground. This mental stubbornness is both good and bad. On one hand, you'll be less easily influenced by trends, less likely to be manipulated, and more consistent in your values. Your thinking will become solid, helping you stay centered even when others are pulled in different directions. On the other hand, this same stubbornness can make it hard to consider new ideas or change your mind when needed. You might stick to your guns even when you should reconsider. Ideas that once flowed easily might feel set in stone, hard to change. This isn't just about how you deal with others, it's about how you deal with yourself. That commitment to finish what you start. Great for getting things done. That refusal to give up on a plan even when it's not working. Could be a problem. That consistent follow-through on promises. Admirable. That refusal to adapt when things change. Limiting. The key is to use this stubborn energy wisely. Use that mental persistence for what really matters: your core values, important projects, and deepest beliefs. Save your flexibility for less important things: the details, the methods, the exact timing. Because when Mercury enters Taurus, your thinking doesn't just become more stubborn, it becomes more powerful. And like any power, how you use it is what matters. Mercury in Taurus is coming, ready or not. The cosmic messenger is moving from fire to earth, from fast to slow, from possibility to reality. Your mind will slow down. Your senses will wake up. Your thoughts will deepen. Your words will carry weight. How you see resources will become clearer. Your friendships will change. Your mental persistence will get stronger. This isn't just another small change. It's a big reset of how you experience reality. People who fight this energy will feel frustrated and stuck. People who accept it will find a new kind of power: the power of slowing down, going deeper, and building something that lasts. The choice isn't whether this change will happen. It already is. The choice is how you'll handle it. Will you fight it, or will you let it guide you to a more grounded way of being? Will you hold on to old, shaky ways of thinking, or will you let new, strong foundations form? Because when Mercury enters Taurus on May 10th, it doesn't just change your thinking for a few weeks. It plants seeds that will grow into something big. The thoughts you focus on now, the things you trust, the way you communicate, these aren't just temporary changes. They're the start of a new way of seeing the world.